Hi, my name is Debo Nyambe, and I'm with my team here to give you a presentation on our consultancy project. In this particular project, our task was to identify any two challenges faced by an SME of our choice and provide an analysis and recommendations to enhance the success of the SME of interest. The SME we chose is one cybersecurity company called Verbosec, which is located in Kalameus, Gaborone, Botswana. It is solely an entity owned by a young man named Randall Newman. The company was firstly registered in 2019, which is quite significant since cybersecurity gained much attention during the global pandemic since most people had to work from their homes. Their services include amongst them cloud data services, web development, enterprise software, app development, etc., etc. And then just to give you an overview of what to expect in our presentation, we'll have Emma Baneti starting off with the problem diagnosis, followed by Herat Lejo with the action plan, and followed by Lorato Motlake with the implementation, and lastly, Mr. Keith with the termination. Without wasting much any time, I'll hand over to my mate, Emma Baneti, to take you through the problem diagnosis. Over to you, Emma.
Thank you, Debo. I'll be taking you over the diagnosis. First, we have problem analysis. The company is not very well known, and this is because of poor marketing. They have poor marketing. They also have high competition. Moving on to another point, fact finding. We see that their inability to market themselves well proves to be a disadvantage as they are not much known, which means that their customers are very limited in numbers and there is high competition, like security fencing company, which is very well known and has a higher SEO. Verbosec is not even in the top 10 of top 20 of the country, which is very disadvantages looking at the population we have in Botswana. Moving on to the next point. There is moving on to the next point, fact analysis. All these two problems are present because they're not marketing themselves well. So most people do not know of the existence of the company. And because of this, people go to their competitors, which is making their competitors even higher of a competition than they already are. Moving on to the last point under diagnosis, feedback to the client. In feedback to the client, we went to him and we talked to Mr. Randall, and he was very receiving to our ideas and the problems we have diagnosed in this company. And he agrees that it is true and that they are still growing. Looking at the fact that the company started in 2019, it is still very new in the market. He explains that although the financial position of the company is not good, it's not bad either. He is willing to make necessary changes and enhances to upgrade his company to a higher level. I will be giving the floor to my colleague, Harriet Lijoa, to carry on with the next point, which is action plan.
Thank you, Emma. I will be taking you through action planning. So earlier on in the diagnosis, we mentioned two problems. So the first problem was high competition. We came up with solutions, and the first solution was finding a niche in the market. When we evaluated, we realized that the benefits of this is that the company would get a higher rate of investment. It will be focusing only on a specific group of users and not the entire mass market. They will also get better customer loyalty. Verbosec is giving its target customers exactly what they want. So they wouldn't see a need to be going to other people since Verbosec will be focusing straight on what they want. Disadvantages is that there will be a small market for Verbosec. a higher rate of return is also not guaranteed. Our second solution was competitive pricing. Its benefits are that it can increase customer traffic. Customers love good deals and they always flock for better deals. It also prevents market share losses. By using competitive strategies that capture competitor data in real time will help Verbosec prevent losses because they'll be able to anticipate and consider competitors' prices dynamically. The disadvantage to that is that if Verbosec focuses on selecting prices based on competitors' prices, then they'll have a hard time covering the business's overheads. Moving on to our next slide, the second problem was poor marketing. Solution for this was online marketing. Benefits associated with this is that when you market online, you have a greater global reach. You can find new markets and you can trade globally. He's not only limited to trading in bots. He can get his customers in Southern Africa, America, wherever, since he deals with cybersecurity. Advantages, another advantage would be that it's going to be cheaper than traditional marketing. This includes billboards. Billboards are very expensive, as we all know. Disadvantages to this is that he needs people with the right experience, with the right skills, and this will only cost him much more money. He can also get negative feedback online if a job is not well done. It's easily accessible to everyone. Some customers can be discouraged to get their services from Verbosec if they see these negative reviews or comments. Our second solution would be Verbosec knowing its target market. Benefits associated with this is that they will be only specific to prospects that need cybersecurity, and it's going to be cost efficient. He's only going to be spending money on his targeted audience only. The disadvantage to this is that because targeted marketing allows segmentation at micro level, it's common to lose sight of other efforts like branding. Moving on, we then proposed solutions to Randall. For the first problem, which was high competition, we suggested competitive pricing because he can use different pricing strategies to his advantage. For example, he can penetrate the market with prices that are just below his competitors. And then as soon as he gets his customers, his target customers, he can pick up his prices to be able to cover his overheads. For the second problem, which was poor marketing, we suggested online marketing. He can have a wider reach of customers at low prices. To take us through planning for implementation, I'll give the floor to my colleague, Lorato.
I will take over the part of implementation. Firstly, implementation is the execution model, specification, standard, or policy for doing something. And these implementations have processes that include making changes, delivery of the ideas, user training to improve the problems that we have identified within the company of Verbosec. So the first implementation of competitive pricing is that Verbosec can figure out the key competitor and pay attention to their prices and products and services line and use special service like price. It should be a convincing price for the service and product being provided, maintaining a strong commitment to quality and support, staying on top of their niche creates value with their customers. The second part is knowing the competition from their product, service, quality, discounts, price indexes, tracking, and how it changes from time to time. This will ensure making decisions based on data that matters the most and focusing on the service and product that are likely to impact the revenue and the pricing perception. When we look that they have just recently launched, when we compare to the well-known Nuba delivery service, which is an alcohol brand that sells and delivers alcohol within Gaborone. We can try and look at how they operate, how they have priced their products and their delivery services, how they calculate kilometers from their original location to deliver to different sections of the city. We can try and look at that and see how application. Then the next part is the online marketing. Implementing a marketing strategy to serve as a roadmap for all the campaigns that will be launched, projects, and just making sure that the company will be successful online. This entails identifying priority objectives for Verbosec, for example, generating more leads and getting more traffic. And this could be done through online marketing channels and platforms like Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok, and Instagram ads. Other implementing that it is not easy to find relevant content and information about Verbosec on Google. So an up-to-date latest SEO is more critical. It can be done by building links across the content to make sure it is worth sharing, and this will be through affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing could work through hiring 2 or 3 affiliate marketers that will create the links and share to different online marketing channels that we will have. Even WhatsApp. And the affiliate marketers could be paid $1 per link. And whenever anyone clicks on the link, that will be their commission sort of. And the next part is building an SEO strategy around topics relevant to the specialties or services that Verbosec provides and publishing the topics to give the target market a true relevant update. I'll give Keith to continue with the next part.
All right, thank you. So quickly, please, next slide. All right, thank you. All right, so personally, what I'm gonna do right now is take you guys through a process from point A to Z, from start to finish, basically of when we actually sat down with Randall, who's the owner of Verbosec, who explained to us the problems, down to where we, as the consultants, sat down and actually proposed certain strategies and solutions to those problems, down to next what we did was actually implement those strategies and then finally get the results. Right. So first things first, what we actually did the first week is we sat down with Randall, where he actually was able to converse with us when he actually had a conducive, very good conversation, and he is basically a friend and we are his friend too, right? Now, with that being said, what basically happened is we learned from the situation, from what the company is actually currently going on, giving us a better understanding of what the company is going through, right? The problems. So within the first week, what we actually did as the consultants, we took the time throughout the week to actually sit down at the company and actually learn from the employees, down to every department, so we can actually visualize properly as consultants and actually give a proper view of the problems that we actually learn to see and so sorry for ourselves, right? So next slide, please. Where we're going to be talking about week 2. So week 2, what we basically did as consultants is we sat down and most importantly, we mapped out the solutions, the strategies that we were going to implement into actually helping solve these problems, right? So with that being said, from week 3 until when we actually departed our journey with Verbosec at the end of our consultancy period, what we did was implement strategies, right? We utilized Facebook ads, we utilized Google ads, Instagram ads, as well as TikTok, right? So with that being said, I'm going to be talking to the final report that actually gives us a better understanding on the results that we're actually able to attain at the end of the implementation of these strategies, right? So for one, we are going to talk about the Facebook campaign. What did we actually get from the Facebook campaigns, right? We got a result of 500 plus followers as well as engagement. By engagement, what I'm basically talking about is we were able to post certain content out there, what basically is videos and images, and we're actually about to get a lot of people who are actually commenting, giving us a very, very good feedback, right? Now, skipping to Google Ads, what do we get from Google Ads, right? What this basically did was enhance the search engine, or most importantly, the search results for our company, or let me just say Rendo's company, Verbosec, and we are able to get data. And that data basically helped us tweak the campaigns that we're actually running on Google Ads over the course of the months that we were there at Verbosec, right? And then with Instagram, we didn't run ads at all, because we just wanted to approach it in a different approach, right? If that makes sense. With that being said, we were not able to get a lot of results, but something that's very special with the strategy that we use that I'm going to mention before I get back to Instagram is TikTok, right? Now, TikTok is the whole mastermind right now in 2022. Everybody uses TikTok, whether it's for business, whether it's for entertainment. But right now, we're talking about business, right? What we were actually able to attain from TikTok is a lot of results. That was very, very a good differentiation between the other strategies that we use, right? Why do I say this? Because a lot of interactions were made with our page, as well as, we were able to get peaked customer interest, right? We were able to get people who messaged the page on TikTok, down to the Facebook pages as well, giving us feedback, and most importantly, wanting to work with Verbosec, which is very, very much what we were was the main thing that we were trying to achieve as the consultant, right? Now, back to the point where I was talking about Instagram, right? Now, with TikTok has a speciality where you're able to put a link. In this case, we're able to put a URL that links our TikTok to our Instagram, but we were able to gain organic traffic, right? What happened was, now a lot of viewers that we had on TikTok went to our Instagram and actually built our following organically without actually us having to build on the ads and having to pay ads, right? So with that being said, that was very, very good for us and very cost effective. Next slide, please. Right. So last but not least, now I'm going to be talking about the feedback, right, which is very, very important in our consultation with Verbosec, with Randall, who's the owner of that company, right? So basically, what we were able to attain from the conversation that we had with Randall at the end of the results that we were able to attain was that he was very impressed in the increment of the publicity, or more or less really his name, on the various platforms that we actually did utilize, right? Which is very, very awesome. Not only that, but he was very much impressed with our work that he wanted to actually go on into speaking about possibly forming a contract with us so we can actually help him with the months and years to come, right? Because he was able to get the bigger picture out of the results that we're actually able to attain within a short space of time. With that being said, the feedback as far as the consultancy team, we were able to grow within this process, which is very, very much what we look at when we enter a business setting, right? And then most importantly, what I would also like to point upon is that we as a team need to work on punctuality, right? What am I saying by punctuality? I'm talking about being professional. What is being professional? I mean, we have to take ourselves seriously before anyone can take us seriously, right? That is very, very important. Then the last point that I would like to touch upon is that we as a team also have to work on personal development, right? Personally, I would say from my experience within working with my partners as well as Verbosec, there was a point where I didn't really believe in the strategies that we were actually able to acquire and point across with Verbosec at the beginning, right? So that basically projected my limited beliefs upon my teammates, which is very, very bad, right? But ultimately, what should be the way forward is just building on our personal development, becoming better persons, most importantly for ourselves and as a team, as consultants, right? So with that being said, thank you very much. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much. Bye.